Welcome everybody to Week 6 recaps of BKS. A little change of a position here, but we got all of our colleagues. We got Joe Sutt, Sammy Esses, and Louis Batesh here tonight.
I'm not happy with it.
So
but
Joe,
it was a side bet that me and Sammy had. If they won one game, he was allowed to take my seat.
So that's what happened, which we'll definitely get into detail later. I really don't want to jump into it yet.
We rotate?
No.
If I would have won two, they both would have been there.
We would have been on the outer edges, and this would have been the worst show in history of
How come I'm
BKS.
the oldest and I don't sit over there?
Because you don't come prepared.
And you have a bad memory.
That goes hand in hand.
I have senior moments.
Alright, so we're going to start off this week, a little bit of a weird week, some games on some different days. We're going to start off in chronological order, Sunday's game, which took place in Canarsie. A.B. Cohen, Kupat Ta'ir against Zul. What's Zul's team?
Sephardic football.
Here's my fan.
We are broadcasting tonight in front of a live audience, so please disregard any comments that come from the audience tonight.
Security.
Well, what happened in Zul's game against A.B. Cohen this week? I just know, the only thing I know basically is Zul was up 11-1 in game 1.
Well, first of all, A.B. Cohen didn't come this week. He had his son that had some sort of graduation or something.
I think it was a Gemara play.
The lollipop one.
Wait, A.B. Cohen wasn't pitching?
A.B. Cohen wasn't pitching and Lollipop Boy was not playing. So now...
Like Lollipop Boy, the
Jackie
shortstop
Cohen.
or the center fielder?
No, the right fielder.
Oh.
Maybe he played shortstop.
He did play shortstop last week.
Why are you making me look bad?
I wasn't.
Alright, so they played without that. So Michael Cohen, who has always wanted to be like his father and pitch, got the starting nod. Things didn't go so well. Michael gave up 11 runs pretty quickly, and
on AB-like.
Yes,
yeah.
on AB-like.
On Cohen-like.
On Cohen-like. That's
rumor has it he lost his allowance this week for that poor performance.
Yeah.
Johnny Seton came in the game in the 5th inning, down 11-1, and that's when they came back.
And so Johnny Seton shut the door.
And you can follow him on Twitter at Johnny Seton.
I can't confirm that.
Yeah, confirm it.
Nice. All right, Johnny, welcome to Twitter.
So then Kupat Ta'ir had an amazing comeback, hit. I mean, everyone on this lineup went crazy over here.
So now you're saying they were down 11-1 and won the game. That means that Eddie Albaz really gave up a lot of runs.
Yeah.
What happened to Albaz this week? You were the one who were praising him.
Maybe Albaz is over the hill. I brought the Advil for Eddie Albaz.
So now we got two players in this year's league that are over the hill.
Well, Eddie Cohen, who's definitely over the hill and he knows it. And now Eddie Albaz is definitely over the hill. That's it. He gets the over-the-hill player of the week.
You're telling me that Eddie Albaz gave up an 11-1 lead?
That's very un-Eddie-like.
Very.
Something happened.
From what I understand, Eddie Albaz made room on his mantle for the Cy Young Trophy based on our conversation last week.
By the way, I do have an announcement here that nobody knows about.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Shoots.com, breaking news.
That Eddie Albaz will be our backup pitcher in the Gesher tournament.
Huh.
Who's our? What's your team? Am I on your team?
That's something we need to talk about.
Off camera, maybe.
Off camera.
I don't even know why that had to be breaking news.
Yeah, that wasn't breaking news. I thought your breaking news was going to be a little different. So now here's a little more breaking
that
news.
was the breaking news.
MVP and Cy Young voting, which Sammy just alluded to with Eddie Albaz, will include the playoffs. So don't think that just because you had a very strong regular season, David Gadiloff, that you are secured the MVP. You have to go out there and prove yourself in the playoffs.
Who would you think is the leading candidates for the MVP?
Excellent question, Joe Sutt.
MVP. I think the playoffs are going to have to...
well, give me everybody I think should come up with one player they think is the best MVP candidate. I say it's David Gadiloff.
You say
he's leading the league in hitting, playing a great
I'm
first
going to give it
base.
to one of our favorite viewers, Steven. Is it a Rudy or is it a Duty?
Rudy?
Yeah.
Nah.
Good choice.
Wow. I'm going to go with...
You had to get it.
Not only,
That's right.
I'm going with not only because he sent out a fantastic email last week and made the highlight of everybody's week. Eddie Crawford's Antar is having a tremendous year, and he brought tons of insight to the show with Mark Cohen's
Eddie's
back.
definitely a top 3.
All of
them definitely.
And you know what? I'm going to switch to Eddie just because of the email.
Yeah, that email was great.
Are you saying there's intangibles in the MVP award?
Yes.
There is everything, but the truth is we got 3 more weeks to go.
And who does vote? They do the
the players will vote.
the players are voting?
Will there be a choice this year, or will it be like, pick your MVP out of the hat?
We will give choices.
All right, good. I like it.
Lou, I thought you were going to vote for Teddy Ishak, Broshak.
We'll definitely get into that later. I just want to finish game 2 here of A.B. Cohen versus Zool. So we know in game 1, basically, A.B. Cohen's team, sans A.B. Cohen, came back, stole the game away from Zool. Rumor has it Zool was not happy.
All right.
Well, how can he be happy? He's
Yeah.
down on these winning 11-1. What was it? Its final score?
14-11.
Yacharam.
Yeah, that's
Oh, my
13-0 run.
13 runs?
Well, actually 19-1 run because the next game they ended up winning 6-1.
Oh, wow.
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 Johnny Sen came on the mound again.
I heard Zool's on suicide watch. I heard they took his shoelaces away from him.
Yes.
This is out of control.
And actually, Zool, with both losses, clinched the 3rd spot. And because he's on suicide watch, he's unable to make the show tonight, as we will have an appearance
Special
from,
guest, we're not going to announce who yet.
Surprise guest?
from somebody on the
Sephardic
Food Fund to select the first round opponent. To select
Right.
the Sephardic Food Fund's first round opponent.
Well,
This
before
week.
we get into the playoffs, let's go into all the games because we have to discuss why they didn't get the number 2 seed, which happened from our game. The Mitzvah Men versus-
Mitzvah Men versus Leva Haron. It was a rematch of the previous week. We played earlier the week before out here in Brooklyn.
So this game took place in Deal at Logan Road, my hometown. I was very happy to be home in Deal.
Right, and
fresh grass.
Leva Haron after last week taking 2. It was. It
Actually
looked like
came
it
out
was.
strong.
It looked like it was going to be that way right off the bat. Top of the first, you had.
Well, who was pitching for Mitzvah Men?
Mitzvah Men had Jackie Shreki again.
Yeah.
And Jackie was possessed. He heard what you guys said last week and what Bruce said last week, how he was the reason for all your hitting, and Jackie was possessed. And you know what? He started a pitching controversy. Because now he may get the ball in the playoffs.
Well, I'll definitely tip my cap to Jackie Shreki. You came out outstanding. You really hurled the ball this
Well,
week.
he actually didn't come out outstanding, but he did settle down because in game 1, leadoff replacement Stephen Gandy led off with a double. Then you next at bat was with a double. So
Wait,
you had,
one side note, that does not break his hitless streak. He will have to break it next week.
right, okay.
Oh,
and-
Stephen Aitken.
Stephen Aitken.
Yeah, correct.
And then Michael Chiro.
Oh, breaking news.
He played for us this week. He
Breaking
came. He
news.
showed up for a game on my team, didn't show up for a game on your team.
That's another problem. Breaking news, Mr. Gindy will be moved down in the
Oh,
lineup.
wow.
I want to let him know, breaking news, he will be moved down.
That's my father calling now. He is not happy. You might get a phone call from my father tomorrow.
I will
So-
take the wrath of the Gindys, but we have to win. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy on my team.
I gotta disagree. I think that's a terrible move.
Well, who gets the spot over him?
It's an issue.
TBD.
Alright, so Sut, continue with game 1.
So then Michael Chiro, who is now the official
Outstanding.
Leva Haron shortstop as a replacement, and he
Well,
played
have you seen him play? Did you see that guy play?
fantastic glove.
Michael
taking
over the
extraordinary-
hill cheer.
He's
He's 23.
I know,
24.
but he's over the hill at 21.
he's playing fantastic.
Defensively, he played great.
Playing fantastic, and in the top of the first, he drove in, had an RBI single, and
Drove me.
yes, so Leva Haron went out to a quick 2-0 lead, and we thought it was going to be the same actions as last week, going to be on top of Jackie Shreki, scoring runs after runs, but he settled down right
How
away.
is my boy Nathan Shearer doing?
He played very well.
As
this week
good as
well.
we just spoke about Michael, I gotta give Nathan the even better than Michael.
So
That's my boy.
let me go back.
I want to give a shout out to Nathan Shearer.
Nathan S. Chira.
So back to the game, bottom of the first. Ralph Cohen, he
Back
from his honeymoon, and he
How's Ralph?
started the day just like he left off.
Wait,
Let
Ralph
off.
Owen Slim can't play in our league. He's too good.
So the honeymoon did have no effect on
Is he
him.
still married?
Triple right
Yes.
away,
Still married?
right out of the box.
Better yet, happily married?
That I can.
He has a wonderful wife. Really, I met her. She's wonderful.
He had a triple, and
She's
then
too
there
good for Ralph.
Yeah, you're not gonna let me finish.
I gotta tell you, you really only had 2 hitters for your team on Sunday. That was Ralph Cohen and Jamie Drecken. We really
Well, that
worked
was
our
your main
hardest.
one. That was your main
One
one.
second, we really
Mike,
worked our hardest to avoid those 2
You
guys.
let Jamie Dweck play?
Correct. Jamie replaced Pete and Rudy. And
Jamie's that good.
Jamie started off great.
Yeah, until he threw the ball at my chest.
So wait, let's get back to that for a second because we're going